This week we talk about all things Christmas in Southern Maryland. We kind of talk a little bit about how things have changed since COVID has, I guess you could say, lightened up, and how the world has gotten a little bit more normal. And stay tuned, listen for all of the wonderful Southern Maryland Christmas hidden gems. Christmas in Southern Maryland.
Christmas in Southern Maryland. This is when we run out of topics, Mark.
Come on, man.
No, honestly.
I've been planning for this.
Have you? Oh,
yeah.
for weeks.
Yeah.
A whole year.
I am ready.
You know, it's funny because Southern Maryland Christmas is very unique, right?
Yeah.
If you think about it. It's got that hometown charm kind of feel, but yet there's, everybody talks about like from stuffed ham.
Yeah.
By the way, the stuffed ham controversy.
Yeah.
That's what we should really
Charles
call
County
this.
stuffed ham versus
There's
St.
like
Mary's County
spicy,
stuffed
not
ham.
spicy.
Yeah.
Northern in, southern in.
Northern and southern. That's the difference of the greens.
Is that kale and cabbage and yeah, it's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Do you make stuffed ham?
I do not make stuffed ham.
I've never made stuffed ham.
I've never made it. I've eaten it. I've eaten my fair share.
So where is the best?
I love stuffed ham. I don't know. I like the spicy stuffed ham. I do like that. I don't know which is which, but I do like the spicy stuffed ham.
All right.
How about you?
We don't do stuffed ham.
Yeah?
I'll eat it.
They're always at my family functions. I mean, it's always there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the St. Mary's County.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll eat it. I like stuffed ham. But
I love
it's
stuffed
not
ham,
something we make at home. But I will say that, I think that I am more in the holiday spirit now than I have been in the last few years. And I think a lot of that's because with COVID, everything just got really weird for a little bit.
For a long time.
I remember...
It's still a little weird.
Yeah. Well, it was a little weird before, I'm sure. But I think that...
That's a really good point.
I remember 2 years ago, I got COVID, and then I spent the Christmas in my basement. And
wow.
I had a mask on, and I was
hiding
from my kids from the basement stairwell, watching them
Merry
open
Christmas!
Their presents from afar. Yeah, we did Christmas in my parents' front yard. It was cold as shit, by the way. Unwrapping presents in quarantine, by myself.
I bet you wrapped a lot of presents in quarantine.
No, I mean unwrapping presents in the cold by myself, waving at everybody from a distance.
Well, it is coming. There is the part that I do feel like the real signals of things coming back to normalcy, right? I saw the picture of the Christmas tree lighting in the square.
That looked really cool.
Oh my gosh! And it looked like thousands of people in the square.
I was out of town for Thanksgiving. My wife's family lives in York, Pennsylvania, so we went up there and.
Not too far.
Lancaster does a big Christmas tree lighting in the square of their town, and it's super cool. Santa's on the roof of a hotel.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
And you got the Lancaster Central Market. I think it's really cool that I feel like we're always complimenting Leonardtown, but it's really cool that they're doing stuff like that here. And then I saw Hollywood Fire Department did a tree lighting.
Their tree lighting. They've been doing that for years too. And I think what's funny is I will say this. I was just talking about this to somebody the other day. I think I see more of the fire departments here in St. Mary's County. They all do Christmas tree lightings.
Yeah.
But you don't see it in
all
other areas as much. I don't see.
I wonder if the Santa on the fire truck is a thing.
Yeah, definitely
else.
Is a thing. I don't know. But
it's definitely a thing in Calvert.
Yeah. So the tree lighting is? Do they do the tree lightings too?
I don't know about the tree lighting.
Because I know Hollywood does. I know Ridge does, and I think
I don't know
Valley Lee
if
does.
Has a tree.
I don't know if they do or not.
I don't know. I got to pay more attention to
this
stuff.
Not that
But I will say, I am ready for the holidays. I took a really good break during Thanksgiving, and got to spend a lot of time with the fam and the kids, and just slow down for a little bit.
Yeah,
which was just much necessary.
That's awesome. Yeah,
and I feel like things are getting back to normal. We're back to having family functions and spending time with family and friends, and gifting folks. I heard from one of the people in this room hiding in the background that apparently Black Friday was not good this year. Did you shop at all on Black Friday?
I did not shop on Black Friday.
Let me tell you what. I went to the Tanger outlets in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
And everybody was there from here.
Apparently so did everybody else.
Everybody else was there, huh?
I have never seen outlets more packed than they were.
That's crazy.
I waited 45 minutes to get in the Nike store.
That's a long time.
I actually, personally, I spent more on Black Friday this year than ever before. But the deals were just so good. I mean, I bought 3 suits. The suits were $140, jacket and the pants.
Wow.
Dude.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
You can't beat that. So,
well, I mean, that's an interesting, conversation. So, like, maybe this is all part of that opening up that we're experiencing, right?
Matter
like
of fact,
coming back to normalcy.
To think about it, I mean, I think that was the first time I've actually gone Black Friday shopping since COVID hit. So, yeah, I mean,
I remember years ago sitting in line to get a Wii at Kmart. At Kmart.
I thought you were going to say some weed.
No, not some weed. I could have deserved it after that night, but
back in the day, you would have been sitting at Kmart trying to get some weed.
Trying to get some weed. Okay, that could not be the topic of this conversation, but
Chris buys weed during Christmas at Kmart. I love it.
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
No, it is funny like that. Not funny. I mean, it's really nice. I mean, to see that atmosphere coming back around, and like, and in the stores and the restaurants, everybody's taking on this whole like vibe of like, this Christmas vibe that is coming back again.
I feel like I'm seeing more shopping centers with decorations. I feel like that went away during COVID.
Well, they said Flatiron Farm is back. Right? That's been a thing for generations and went away. And,
we've been to Flatiron,
and they went away. I think it went away for COVID, right? And now I'm hearing it's back.
I think they did it last year. I want to say that we went last year.
I'm not sure if it was the full thing, but maybe I'm wrong. But
I don't know. They had the pony rides and stuff inside.
And that's just a country Christmas if there ever was one, right?
Oh, that's right.
For real, right?
Gotta love it.
It is.
But so that's one of the things that makes Southern Maryland unique for Christmas, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Flatiron Farm.
There's so many things they have. Like,
what about you? Ever go to Anne-Marie Gardens, Garden and Lights?
I have years ago, and that's a big thing too. And
we go every year. It's always super cold, but they have hot chocolate.
Nice.
We bundle up. We take the kids, and we've got a couple other families and friends that will go.
Charles County does something at the fairgrounds. They do a holly jolly Christmas thing up there, and that's kind of a.
Have you ever been? This is actually we're leaving. I guess you could say leaving Southern Maryland, but I still consider it Southern Maryland.
Okay.
Have you ever been to in Prince George's County? It's
Is it the park?
Yes.
Watkins Park. Yeah,
Watkins
of course.
Park.
That was a thing for years and years. Yeah. They do it, and they also do it before you go over the bridge. The park there in the Bay Bridge, Sandy Point.
Yeah. So this.
But I don't know if it's as big as
Watkins. This episode is like the hidden gems of Christmas.
The hidden gems of Christmas.
Yes.
I mean, there's not that we know them all.
We just named the episode. That was it.
There it is, right.
Christmas hidden gems.
It's been planned this way for weeks.
So you got to go to Chiefs to get your
stuffed ham, right?
You got to go to Flatiron Farm or Anne-Marie Gardens or Watkins Park.
What a great. There's so many things to do in Southern Maryland.
You ever get honey baked hams?
I
know it's not a Southern Maryland thing.
No, I'm a huge fan of honey baked ham for sure.
You ever go up there on the holidays?
In Waldorf, and you wait in line in that little strip mall.
Yes.
And there's like 400 people waiting to get their hams.
That is the best.
But they got a system though. I don't know if you ever they got a system. They run you through.
Oh, you get that. Now you can place your order online.
Nice.
And you got to be careful because there's 2 lines when you get there.
Oh.
There's an in-person. So last time my wife went, she waited in the in-person line and got all the way up there like, oh, online orders over there.
Gone right over there.
She waited for like an hour for no reason. Pretty hilarious, but yes.
No, I mean it is funny. Like there's always these traditions too, and things that have. But you're right. That's not really Southern.
You know what's
Maryland,
very Southern Maryland? I always go rock fishing around Thanksgiving.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So we went 2 weeks ago. I actually could have gone this weekend. I got the invite on Sunday. It was actually late Saturday night. I could have left at like 6 o'clock Sunday morning, and it was so cold.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I think I'm just not gonna respond to this one. I don't want to rock fish.
When I was younger, Thanksgiving was we did rabbit hunting. That was a thing. Like
rabbit hunting.
Thanksgiving morning, we always did rabbit hunting. I don't know why it was a thing. I feel like that was what. It seems like that's what we did every year at Thanksgiving, but.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's so many things that we, and we did a lot of rock fishing around this time too. That was kind of the time frame.
So when do you decorate your house?
See, that's a great question actually, because there's so many people I know that would have started decorating their house in July, right? Christmas in July, right? Yeah. What do you? There's a better question
for me.
When is the right time to decorate your house.
The weekend after Thanksgiving.
I think you're right.
As soon as Thanksgiving ends,
I think you're right.
As soon as you're done with Thanksgiving
Then you
dinner,
can start
you can
decorating.
start pulling the stuff out.
Because, and you know what? I think the stores should do that as well. I don't
Yes.
want to see Christmas in September.
I'm so tired of everything getting moved forward.
Yeah.
Corporate America has just ruined Christmas.
That's too funny.
JJ said, you guys should talk about how corporate America has ruined Christmas. There it is, JJ. We covered it for you.
Right. But you know what? There's some truth to that. There's nothing I cannot. Actually, it irritates me to go into a store in October, 1st of October, and they're putting out Christmas stuff.
It's like, wait a minute.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm not there yet. Don't do it.
I'm always late to the party, so it's like I pull out all my decorations, started decorating yesterday, spent most of yesterday decorating. By the way, yesterday was the Sunday after Thanksgiving.
Got it.
I don't know when this
Right,
airs.
when our episode is
but
airing,
look, so I pull everything out yesterday. You know, we get everything going, then I realize how much stuff I need. And I'm like,
so now you're buying new stuff.
Like, why didn't I buy this stuff? We bought 2 trees last year.
Oh, wow.
So we've been done. Do you get a live tree or
No,
fake?
no. You know what's funny is my dad is allergic to live trees, so for years we had live trees, and he gets sick at Christmas time.
My mom was always allergic, so I could never have one.
Got it.
So
now
for
you do.
years we got live trees.
Go to the
and
Optimist
then,
Club in Solomon's and get it.
But yes, and finally, I was like, I can't do this anymore. This is I got to water the damn thing.
It's a lot of work.
The needles get all over the house.
And
I don't
you
want
get
to do
everywhere,
it.
and you got to trim it up right, and you got it's so much work.
So we bought 2 fake trees last
Got it.
year. But then that's all we did. I didn't buy extra decorations for the trees.
Oh no! So
I
you got little
pulling
Charlie
everything
Brown
out of this
Christmas
year.
trees in the
And
corner.
One of the trees that we the main floor of our house, we got like 10-foot ceiling.
Nice.
So we bought a 9-foot tree. Well, I've never bought a 9-foot
That's a
real
big tree. How do you
'cause
get to it?
It would be very girthy. It would take up a lot of space. You know what I mean? So, anyways, we bought one of those skinny 9-foot trees. Well, I'm like pulling out the garland, and I'm like, wait a minute.
This is a big tree.
It's not enough. So I had to kind of like spread it out a little more than usual.
You got like a little here, a little there. You got an ornament here.
I'm gonna be
there.
the after Christmas shopper this year, getting all the
Christmas decorations.
Yeah,
that's the way to do it, though. But no, I don't know. I mean, I think Southern Maryland Christmas has always been a tradition here. It's like I think maybe that's what. There's a sense of community that comes around this time of year.
I would agree with that. People seem nicer,
and they seem nicer, and except for when they're in line and trying to park and things like that. But
you know what's interesting is that being out on Black Friday, for example, and being in that huge crowd of people. That's
crazy.
Now, granted, I wasn't in Southern Maryland; I was in Pennsylvania, but I was actually really pleased with the fact that I didn't have a bad interaction with anyone. Okay. Like the salespeople were all super nice.
Peaceful.
Everybody was super. So maybe it was just being in Pennsylvania. I don't know.
Well, maybe getting back to the original point, maybe people are just happy
to be around people. To be around people and be out. Yeah, some sort of normalcy.
They're happy to stand in line, right? And order their pumpkin spice or their gingerbread lattes and have their.
It's just black coffee.
Just
man.
kidding. I knew it wasn't. That's why I said it.
I just need a little pick me up. In the
I get it, but. Well, no, I mean, I think it's a lot of fun. I think I'm excited for this year. This Christmas season should be really good.
I think this year is going to be the best Christmas ever.
Nice.
And I think that for all of us, every year we should look to make each holiday the best one ever.
I'm going to say this because you said it, and like everybody says, like what are you looking for Christmas and all that jazz, but. I'm gonna go out on the limb right now with that whole we got to also think outside of our bubble a little bit, and we get into Southern Maryland, and there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
And so we need to be thankful for what we have, grateful for what we got, and also be attentive to what's going on around us. Maybe we can. Maybe we can help people around the world some this holiday season, too.
So I didn't post it, but I was thinking that on Thanksgiving, and the reason why I didn't post it is because I didn't want to spend a whole lot. I really wanted to focus on my family this Thanksgiving and spend a lot of direct time, but I had the thought to post on Facebook and just say, look, we need to flood the world with gratitude.
Yeah.
And I feel like Thanksgiving, you get a lot of those happy Thanksgiving texts and emails and stuff like that, which is really cool. But we just need to live every day like that. So
I agree with you.
Hopefully that message resonates with someone, and we can all be grateful. We can all share that gratitude
resonates with one
others.
more person. We did our job, right?
Right. There's somebody still listening.
If that one person listening, right, is still there.
Look, it's fortunate for everyone here. We filmed a very boring episode,
No.
and it
No,
got
I mean,
cut
people-
off halfway through.
Yeah, right.
And now we get to talk about Christmas.
Right,
So,
right. That's what
all
happens
good.
when we got cut off halfway. For this,
Yeah,
so.
we were meant to have this
That's
conversation.
exactly right.
So what are you most excited for Christmas?
Honestly, I think I'm most excited for some downtime, right? Like it seems like things have been on the go for me for a while, and I just need a deep breath.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's how I felt about Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I took like a solid 4 days where I really kind of chilled out and didn't do a whole lot, which I rarely do.
Yeah, you know what's funny is you get to the point where you're like, you feel like you're grasping at straws, and you just kind of like need to be like, hold on,
Yeah.
take a minute, and that's kind of where I am.
I'm excited because I feel like, I've got young kids, and I feel like my kids are going to have the most normal Christmas that they've had since COVID.
Nice,
hit.
yeah.
And I think that we'll really be able to cherish
That'll be good.
and enjoy that. And we have a 2.5-year-old. Well, he's almost 3. He'll be 3 in February. And just at that age,
Yeah.
I just think we're going to have a blast with him
yeah.
this Christmas.
One other thing I wish we could get is some snow, man. I wish we could get some like winter weather before Christmas, just a little something.
Just a little taste.
Just a taste of what
Yeah.
that cold, brisk, snowy weather.
And then
that'd
it
be
can
great.
leave
And then-
immediately.
I love it. I wish it would stay.
Nah, you can
Yeah.
move north, man.
Yeah, no. Well, anyway, with that,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Talk to you soon.
See ya.
Bye.